Okay, so apologies, didn't make a video on Friday. I didn't really want to make this one either today, to be honest. I've been pretty ill over the past few days, and I've just not been trading well at all. This account got blown over risking, and then this one was blown a few days ago as well. But yeah, the past few weeks, it's been absolutely a bit of a mad learning curve, if I'm honest, in terms of my trading because of my impatience and everything else to do with it. But I can't, if I'm honest, I can't wait for 2025 to end, because 2026 should be able to give me a new fresh start. But yeah, it's been a tough few weeks. I just keep blowing accounts, buying, blowing. It's become a pretty bad thing for me. But I'm just being so impatient and just not being aware of the market conditions, even though I literally wrote in my plan. I wrote in my plan to show that. Actually, no, I'm not sure that. I wrote in my plan that if if Asia consolidates, that I wouldn't enter a trade in London unless there was a manipulation to a key liquidity level, which I'm still struggling to follow, which is very poor from me. It's not good enough in the slightest, if I'm honest. But I guess it's something that I have to learn from. I know it feels like I'm saying repeating the same things over and over and over and over again, which I am, and I'm fully aware of that. But it's something that I just struggle to learn from. I've had multiple conversations with my mentor about this. At the end of the day, he can't stop me. He's not me. He's not me. I'm the one that turns up to the charts every day and acts how I want to act in it. So I can't really blame him. I can only blame myself, because I'm just simply not learning from my mistakes and not acknowledging what I've done in the past and how that's led to make me feel, and how that's led to make me the results, showing the results. Like, I'll take one loss or I'll take a break even, and then for some reason I'll just go in and press enter in the same position I was just in, even though I've just got stopped to break even, and it goes and hits me at stop loss. I'm like, what am I doing? It makes no sense at all. And as well as that, there's a lot of trades where I could quite easily cut them short at a smaller loss when I'm 99% sure that the signs that I'm being shown is going to hit stop loss, and don't do it. And then I'll take a full loss when that could have easily been avoided. I know that you need to trust your stop loss and things like that, but if my initial entry criteria has just been invalidated as I enter the trade, I don't see why I should hold into the trade. I'm just wasting my own capital. I should just close the trade out as soon as that happens. But I don't know. There's not much I can really do now. I've just got to go. I've somehow just got to start fresh again tomorrow and actually implement the problems that are going wrong in my trading, because it's annoying that I have to keep saying the same things over and over and over again on this channel, because I'm not gonna lie, it's literally been my life in trading for the past year, like doing the same things over and over and over again. And I'm trying to find ways to keep myself accountable, but because this is why I advise to anyone that's starting new to not build any bad habits from the start. Don't cheat the process. Don't cheat the steps that you've been taught and the steps that you're being advised to do by your mentor, or by whoever's teaching you, whether that's on YouTube, whether that's in a mentorship, things like that. If you skip steps like I did, you'll end up paying the price, which I have been for the past however long. But eventually I'll have to learn from this. And I'm going to try and make it my best for it to be from tomorrow to learn from this, but undoubtedly things will happen. But I need to put this habit in place where I'm not doing stuff like this for 3 weeks, because that's how long it takes to build a habit. I can't just overnight suddenly lose all this stuff. It's about fighting the demons in my head that tell me to do the things which are self-sabotaging, which are detrimenting me, which are hindering me, which are ultimately just ruining me right now in terms of my own trading performance. I know I'm a better trader than this. I've proven that in over times where I've been consistent and got payouts and had green. I didn't lose for I didn't have a red week for 5 weeks in a row. I'm pretty sure it was constant green weeks, but over the past month and a half, it's not been like that. I've just fallen back into my old habits and just not been patient enough, not been taking enough accountability in myself, in my actions, in my performance. I've just been cruising with no real structure. I'm cruising, just thinking that the money's just going to come to me, even though I'm not performing in the correct way. I'm not performing like a professional trader, so I'm not going to be reaping the rewards of a professional trader. I want to do this as one of my primary sources of income in the future. I'm not going to be able to do it if I keep acting the way I am, just gambling in the market. That's not how things work. I know it's green on this account today, but that was the one A+ setup that I took, which I should have been able to take across all my accounts. But this account was like $100 away from being blown. But I clawed it back to being in profit on the day and having 1,000 drawdown left on these accounts. All from just one A+ setup, which that should have been my one A+ setup for the whole day. But because I wasn't patient enough and wasn't following my rules, which I literally wrote down and spoke to my mentor about yesterday, I paid the price, simple as. And that's just how it is. And if I keep not following the rules, you're just going to get burnt. And I just keep getting fucking burnt. As simple as that, to be honest. There's nothing more, nothing less about this. These accounts are still sitting at break even. There's a reason why I'm just being break even. It's because I'm not developing no consistency. I'm not utilising my edge to the fullest. I'll take a loss and then just burn all my prospects of edge, because all I want to do is revenge trade after that. Who do I think I am? How do I think that's going to make me profitable? How I might get lucky every now and then just from gambling a trade, but it's not long-term profitability. It's not how I'm going to become who I want to become. So yeah, this video is a bit of a rant, but also because I'm just feeling super ill. Had to go on a run on Friday. I'm training for a marathon. That was horrible. Belting it down, but it's probably not helped my cold out at all. So anyway, I'm going to do my utmost best to try and turn this around from tomorrow, and I'm being deadly serious. I know I've probably said this fucking hundreds of times, and you ask all of the people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis, and they'll tell you the same thing, that I've said this so many times, but I'm done. I'm done with just doing this absolute crap that I keep doing every single day. It's just not... It's too mentally straining on me now. Can't keep acting in the way I am, because it's not good for you mentally and it's not good for you financially as well. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with the accounts I got. I'm not going to be trading any other firms besides TopStep, or besides any of the accounts that I've already got. I'm not going to be buying any more different firms apart from TopStep and Alpha Futures. They're going to be my main two firms, because they're the firms that have the best rules, to be honest, that I like. But besides that, yeah, the main plan for me is I had quite a big talk to myself in the car on the way home from work, just shouting at myself, basically, just telling myself what's actually happening right now, and I'm not going to be where I want to be if I keep acting the way I'm acting. So that was a little bit of a wake-up call. Sometimes self-talk is one of the ways that you can get out of the situations that you're in. So it doesn't feel good talking to yourself like that, because you know what you're doing wrong, but because you're telling yourself that, it sort of feels like, yeah, like I am doing this wrong, like what am I actually doing? You sort of get some sort of realization. But the problem with me is just controlling myself when I'm on tilt. If I can control myself when I'm on tilt, then I'll be a 10 times better trader and I'll make 10 times more money. But executing and knowing when I'm on tilt is a big thing. If I can get that handled and realize, oh, I'm about to do something stupid here, let me press lock out for an hour, or let me just lock out for the day because I just don't want to do anything to my accounts that's stupid. I should do that. I should, but then I'll just end up buying another account, which I don't want to do either, because I'm trading like an addict, mate. That's as simple as that. That's just what I'm doing right now, and it's not good. It's not good for me. It's a pretty tough period right now, but nothing worth getting is easy. Nothing worth getting is not going to be painful. So, but yeah, I think that's probably everything for today. I'll catch everyone tomorrow. I'll try and get 5 uploads out this week rather than 4. I was just feeling really bad on Friday, so that's why there was no upload. But should be 5 this week. But yeah, I'll catch everyone soon, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Peace.